Hello and welcome to Vocab 24. My name is Sanjeev Sir and I am your IELTS trainer. If you are going to participate in the exam like SAT, PTE or IELTS, you have to strengthen your speaking skills. In IELTS, there will be a topic related to your cue cards. First session will be your introduction. You have to introduce yourself with fluency. And the second topic is related to cue card. Cue card in the sense you have given a topic related to any person. Any person means describe a creative person, describe your favorite person, describe your favorite personality, describe your favorite family member, describe your favorite actor, describe your favorite actresses, cricketers, footballers, best friend and best teacher, something like that. And the another topic will be related to occasion. Occasion in the sense describe an event you have attended recently, describe any eventful condition, describe any concert, describe any movie or theater hall you watch in theater, and anything related to eventful event or eventful occasion, that is called second cue card. And the third one will be related to your study, means your favorite subject, describe a subject you enjoyed studying in the school, describe your favorite project related to school, describe your favorite team leading skills in a class, means related to school days or college days. This is very important cue card for your maximum marks. If you perform well in this task, you can easily get maximum marks. And the last one is related to time. Describe a challenging project you have worked on at your job. Describe a challenging time you face. Describe a difficult situation you face. Describe a difficult pandemic you face, like corona, like something like that. So you have to work on these types of cue cards. Cue cards related to person, cue cards related to occasion, cue card related to object. Object means describe an object you have owned for a long time, just like any smartphone, just like any gadget, just like any technological things, just like any vehicle, car, your favorite car. So you can use these types of cue cards in your speaking and work on very fluently. If you are fluent in your speaking, you can get easily maximum marks, because IELTS is not related to a knowledge test. It's going on your perseverance, your presence of mind and your fluency. So you have to be fluent, you have to be better than other students in presence of mind, and how you elaborate these types of things, whether it is time, study, object, occasion or person. If you are going through these types of topics, you can easily speak about 2 minutes, because you have to speak throughout 2 minutes. Before speaking, you will be given 1 minute for thinking, to note down your points and make your roughly work. I mean to say your scratch paper work. Scratch paper work, I'll tell you how to manage scratch paper work with these types of topics. So please take a screenshot. Person related to your favorite person, your favorite friend, your favorite family member, favorite actor, favorite actress. Occasion, you have to explain an event. Object, you have to explain an object related to gadget, smartphone, car, vehicle, bicycle, bike, your favorite bike, and you have got something very difficult like your headphone, your earbuds. You can explain anything. You can explain anything with great affluence. Affluence in the sense you have to love for that thing. You have to great love for that thing. So you can use study related to your favorite subject, your favorite class, your favorite activity, your favorite project, difficult project, interesting project and something like that. And time, this is very important. Describe a challenging project you have worked on at your job, and occasion when you visited recently any place. So you can use these types of things in your cue cards. And what do you mean by cue card? How to manage cue card very effectively and how to control cue cards very effectively? This is very important task. This is also, you can use the things like I mean to say, make your words very clear and constructive. So how to speak on cue card questions? These points are very important. Listen carefully. What is the cue card? And the cue card based on cue card topic and instructions. Sometimes you got special instructions for a special topic, just like if you got any religious community related cue card, any controversial cue card, so some interesting or some special instructions will be there. Organize your thoughts and create an outline. Always use scratch paper. Always enter in the exam hall with pen and paper and make your notes, make your bullet points, so that you can easily speak on that topics and also on that words. Organize your thoughts and create an outline. Start with a brief introduction. If you have given a cue card like your favorite person, you have to give a brief introduction of that person. If you got cue card related to any recent trip, you have to give in the brief introduction of that place related to your trip, and present 2-3 main points related to the topic. Main point means stats based point, or we can say the point based on the knowledge, the point based on the deep knowledge, and elaborate on each point with details and examples. Always make 3 or 4 bullet points and explain that in 30 seconds or 40 seconds, because you have to speak always 2 minutes. So if you make 4 bullet points, 13 to 4, 120, 14 to 3, 120. So you have to speak 2 minutes at least. If you are going to speak less than 2 minutes, your answer will be incomplete. That is the main point. You have to speak almost 2 minutes or 2 plus 2 minutes 10 seconds, 2 minutes 20 seconds, 2 minutes 30 seconds. So these types of things are very important for a cue card listener and cue card speaker, for both. Use transition words to connect your ideas. The cue card or the sentences will be structured and constructive, not in diverse situation, not in very bifurcated situation. So you have to use transition words to connect your ideas, just like furthermore, however, nonetheless, never, in addition to, looking forward to, with a view to, used to, averse to, prone to, objected to. These types of words you have to use. How to connect your ideas? I'll take an individual session. How to connect your ideas, how to convey your ideas, and how to write down the right things. How to make your writings or speaking effective. I'll take an individual session on that topic. Conclude your summarizing main points. This is very important, because the examiner not focused on all words. He just want to focus on your introduction, introduce the topic, how to introduce the topic effectively, and how to conclude the topic effectively. These are the major points. These are the main points. These are the most important points, and these are the valuable points. I mean to say, if you want to maximize your band score, you have to focus on conclusion, you have to focus on introduction. These are very important topics. And maintain eye contact and use appropriate body language. You can't use this type of situation on chair. You have to sit straight and make eye contact. हिंदी में मैं बोलता हूँ कि आई कांटेक्ट इतना तेज होना चाहिए कि अगर सामने वाला कमजोर पड़ जाए तो उसको लगे कि ये मुझे खा जाएगा, और उसका भी आई कांटेक्ट इतना तेज होना चाहिए कि उसको लगे कि आप कमजोर है तो वो आपको खा जाएगा. तो मेक आई कांटेक्ट वेरी शार्प एंड शार्प इन द सेंस ये नहीं कि आप उसको ऐसे देख रहे हैं कि घूर रहे हैं, लग रहा है कि ये तो मुझे नेगेटिवली देख रहा है. You have to be positive and make your eye contact around. Sometimes you look at the board, and we can say sometimes your screen, sometimes your paper, but not always in कि घूर के रह जाओ, खा के रह जाओ उसको. This type of situation cannot be handled or cannot be tolerated by the examiner. And body language, you can't sit this type of situation, you can't sit this type of situation, you can't use these types of situation, you can't use this situation, you can't use this situation. You have to sit, ideally you have to sit very focused, and you have to sit straight. More importantly, speak clearly and confidently. You have confidence, because IELTS or speaking test is not based on your knowledge. It is 100% based on your confidence, your clarity, your perseverance, and your presence of mind, and how to elaborate the questions, how to elaborate the answers. Understand the question well, then elaborate very well. Manage your time effectively within the given limit. Yes, this is very important. You don't have watch there, watch is not allowed, and also you don't have any timer. You have to use to according to the 2-minute situation. You have to count your words, like something related to you are speaking 100, 200, 300, 150 words. Then you can easily use these types of time limits and follow the time limits. Time limit is very important for your clear answer or correct answer. So these types of words you have to manage and you have to focus. And the cue card question: describe a city in your country that you would like to visit. Your bullet points will be: what and where is it? What can people do there? Why do you want to go there? So these 3 points means you have to speak almost 40 second, 40 second or 40 second. Look, take your time and make your thought process clearly, so that you can easily understand the basic theme of this cue card and basic words, how to use words. These types of words very important. Then I'll start. You can say like I have visited several cities before, and they were all amazing in their own sites. Sometimes we have to explain some hill stations, sometimes we have to explain some lake like Dal Lake and lake related to Nainital. There was one city which I think should be specifically mentioned here, because I was not too sure about visiting it until the last moment. In fact, I heard a lot of negative comments about this particular city before visiting it. About a year ago, I was proved wrong when I actually visited it. The name of the city is Milan. I think that we all know where the city is Milan is, but still, just to refresh our memory a little about the city. It is the one of Italy's major metropolis cities in its northern Lombardy region. I am explaining Italy. The city's name is Milan. Milan is also a major financial hub, which is known for its high-end shops and restaurants. And of course, it is known as the capital of the fashion world also. Anyway, I visited this city recently, about a few months ago. The rhythm, the confidence, the words, the structure, the construction you have to follow in next cue card. Contrary to popular belief, Milan has a lot of wonderful and modern architectures for a city which was bombed rather heavily during the Second World War. Besides, visiting Lake Como, which was only an hour by train from Milan, was one of my best experiences ever. In fact, Lake Como, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful places on earth with its mountains and colorful villas. Milan has also some of the most beautiful and green public parks in the world. In my opinion, one of my favorite green spaces in Milan was the Library of Trees, which contains more than 100 species of trees. However, there is one thing that I did not like about Milan was that it was rather expensive. Anyway, all in all, I would say that visiting Milan was a great experience, even though it is a bustling city with a lot of activities. I think that there is a lot of life in it and people in its different neighborhoods tend to enjoy their life to the fullest. I think that I would go back to visit that city again in future. So look at the confidence, look at the words, look at the construction, and you have to follow these types of construction easily. How to speak cue cards effectively, this is very important session. The next session will be based on how to construct your words, how to construct your sentences. Stay tuned with me. Stay tuned for maximum band score, because I have huge 13 years experience for maximizing your band score. I can create the situation where you can get maximum scores easily. Follow Vocab 24 and follow me. My name is Sanjeev Rathod. So you have to remind this name again and again for your vocabulary, IELTS score, and also for grammatical terms. Thank you. Bye-bye.